Hi, I'm Chetan Damani, co-founder of Robocrowd, and we're basically a tool that helps model ad performance. So you can work out how well an ad is going to run before you actually go and run it. So one of our clients is Amazon, and they use us for multiple reasons. One is to ultimately prototype different ads that they're pitching for, and then that will help them predict if that's going to perform well, and then that helps them win those deals. They also use it to optimize campaigns that are not performing, so they can make multiple tweaks, pull different levers on our platform, which will then help them work out what's going to work, what isn't going to work, as well as do some post-campaign analysis, and which gives them brand metrics like brand lift. So how does Amazon do it? It's quite simple. They can log into our platform. Once they've logged in, they can create a simulation of their environment, upload an ad, whichever ad they want. So in this case, they're uploading Coca-Cola, some assets for that. And once that's all been set up, that creates a study, which is then exposed to about 1,000 users. Those 1,000 users come back and they give insights, and that gives Amazon insights on how well that campaign could perform. So we compare that with benchmarks, and that ultimately tells them if this ad is going to work or if it isn't going to work. And that helps them put that into the pitch deck and hopefully win. Not only do we do that, we automatically create a video of how that ad would look like in the real world, as well as creating a video instead of a PDF of all the results that we've actually been able to deliver. As mentioned, we work with Amazon, and we've helped prototype multiple different ad formats, driving $25 million of revenue. We're also working with TripAdvisor, Say It Now, AMC, and a few other smaller publishers. Our pricing, we charge around $2,000 a month to get you access to the actual platform. After that, we also charge transaction fees for using it. So with Amazon, we're currently billing $40,000 a month, but there's potential to grow to $900,000 with just that one client. Our revenues have grown much faster than we expected. So we set up in January this year, and we're already doing 71,800 on MRR. And in terms of competition, we do have different competitors out there. So there's Salesforce, which helps you generate automated proposals. There's Nielsen, which ultimately helps you benchmarking campaigns, and Google, which helps you prototype ads and prototype campaigns. So we're across the whole sales cycle, from helping ad sales teams create proposals, benchmark, and prototype, as well as creating reports and helping them build demo videos that can enter into rewards. Our goal is to get to 100 million ARR, starting with Amazon, getting them to 10 million, and then 20 more publishers to get us to the 100 million ARR. Me and Vitas, we've been working together on and off on different projects for about 15 years. Ultimately, we've been building agencies and publishing platforms, and we've always wanted to have a tool at Robocrowd which would help us predict how successful that campaign would run, either for one of our clients or on our publishing platform. Thank you very much. I'm Chetan, co-founder of Robocrowd, and we're a tool to model ad performance.
All right, nicely done, Chet. Thanks so much. All right, investors, Clara, question for Chet.
Thank you for that. That was a very efficient presentation. The big question I was left with at the end is, are there really no other competitors in the market? I did like a quick Google search while you were talking of like ad optimization software, and maybe 1 million links popped up. So can you really speak to that? That would be helpful.
Great, thanks so much. Clint?
Yeah, thanks a lot for the presentation. I have a question, because ad sales are typically managed through agencies. How do you manage billing between an agency and a client, and who ends up owning it? And just talk through that dynamic if you could.
Great. Let's grab one more. How about you, Iran?
Yeah, I mean, doing the modeling or trying to run campaigns as a start on a specific smaller group is like, how you run campaigns. So why is there a need for an external tool to do that?
All right, those are great questions. You have 2 minutes exactly to answer those, Chet. 3, 2, go.
Cool. So on the ad optimization side, there are a lot of tools which let you do that in the real world. So you would optimize an ad, and this probably answers the question on the campaigns, and like you can create an A/B test. So we're like an alternative for an A/B test. An A/B test requires you to get an ad completely ready, 100% ready. You can't, even if it's going out to 1,000 users, it's still going out in the real world. And so that ad needs to be perfect. So it needs to be completely brand safe, and lots of different things lots of different processes need to happen. With our tool, you can just generate an ad using generative AI. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect because it's in a walled garden. The other thing that you can also do with our tool is you can customize the experience delivered on the publisher side, which is something that you couldn't do in the real world because that would require a product team to get involved. In terms of how we do our ad optimizations compared to everything else on the market, as I mentioned, everything else is usually A/B testing, which is complex to set up. You have to wait for the results. We have a complete simulation of the publisher platform, and that allows us to do any sort of changes that you want on the ads, but also on the publisher side, because you might go, there's an ad I want to put, but actually I'm going to do something new and unique with this to show that this could work really, really well. In terms of ad sales and how this works, we, at the moment, because we're small and a startup, we're focusing on the publishers only. So they're ultimately our route to market. So we offer our product to someone like Amazon. Amazon will go out and offer it to all their different advertising partners out there, or anyone who's advertising on Amazon, and then make it available to them. Same with TripAdvisor. We make it available to TripAdvisor, who would pay us, and then they'll make it available to all their advertisers and go, look, if you want us to optimize your ad to make sure it's definitely going to perform really well, we'll just bolt on a Robocrowd study for it. And it's working really, really well. So people like Coca-Cola would only book with Amazon if they can get Robocrowd study associated with it. Thank you. Hopefully that's answered all those questions.